The purpose of this tutorial is to get you acclimated to learn how to set up files for the laser cutter. In particular, you will be setting up a file in which you will be creating tablet cards or tablet weaving cards. These cards will be used in a project that you will create that will be a weaving project. We first want to get you acclimated with the laser template and how to set up files. So all of you should have received or have access to the Illustrator laser cutting template. Let's go ahead and open that. So as you'll see on my screen, there's an area in the center here that's open. That's our drawing area. The location where it says no geometry, we should not be drawing in there at all. However, this rectangular space is the size of the laser bed. So in Illustrator, it's shown as a 2-foot by 4-foot area, which is the size of the laser bed area. So one thing we want to take note of are the colors in the top left corner. Now these may look a little different on your screen. I'm currently using Illustrator CS5. You may be using CS6 or the Creative Cloud. But the location in which you will find these colors should be in the same area. So hit the down arrow and you'll see a number of swatches pop up. These swatches shown here are colors which give direction to the laser cutter. So when you make a line a certain color, the laser cutter knows when to cut it and what type of line it will be. The laser cutter does everything from cutting out to engraving or to rastering. A rastering actually creates a relief, like an embossing. Today we're primarily going to be using cutting out and engraving for the project we'll be working on. So one of the first things you want to set is you want to set your material size. This is the size of the material you plan on cutting. For most of you, it'll be around a 40-inch wide by 24 high piece. So we're going to go ahead and set that for our material size. Now this is chipboard you'll be cutting for this project to create the tablets, and it is 1-ply chipboard. So in order to create our material size, we'll go over to our toolbar here to the far left, and we'll click on our rectangular tool. Go ahead and click on your rectangular tool, make sure it's depressed, and then go down to the bottom of this toolbar and click on the fill box. This will bring this forward. We want to actually mark that fill box out, so we want to do a strike through on that. So we're going to click right there. So now, if we click on our stroke, we see that our stroke color, which is our line color, will actually be black. In order for the machine, the laser cutter, to understand what is the material size, we have to designate the orange color within our color swatches above as our material line color. So we're going to choose orange, and you'll see in the swatch area that the outline color is now orange. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and draw a rectangle. We can draw a rectangle just by going into the corner here, zoom in. We'll use our mouse to roll forward. We're going to scroll up, roll a little bit too far forward. If you have this problem to where you can't get to the right page, this mouse is a little bit different than the one I use, go ahead and go to View, Fit All, and Window, and then it'll get back to your size, which actually this is perfect for us. So we want to go to the corner of this template, and you can see how it says Anchor when I roll over that. So we're still in the rectangle tool. When we roll over this corner and we see Anchor, we're going to click our mouse once, and that's going to give us an option of typing in a width and a height. So our width, like we said, is 40 inches. We're going to click over to our height, and we're going to type that in as 24. What this will do is create a rectangle that is that size at that corner. So now you can see the selection of a rectangle. If you want to see the orange line, go ahead and go to the left selection tool, and then just click anywhere. And you'll see that we have an orange line here. This orange line is your material size. We want to put this material size on a different layer. So we're going to come over here to our toolbar, and where it says layers, we're going to click. Now we have some different layers, laser background, workspace. We want to leave all those. Those are part of the template. But we want to create a new layer. And you can create a new layer several ways. You can just go down to this bottom corner here and click to create a new layer. Or we can go up to the top and click on this down menu to create a new layer. In this case, we're going to name it material size. We're going to move our current material to that layer. This way, we can lock the layer and our material won't shift when we have to select other items on the screen. So you're in your selection tool, go ahead and click on that rectangle, go over to your layer, click on your layer once it's highlighted, then right click or hold down Control, and you can actually change the material size to that layer. If it's not working in that area, you can also go to your item and right click, and then you can click Arrange, Send to Current Layer. Now you'll see that the selection is highlighted in the green, which is the material size layer color. You can see that there. Okay. So we click anywhere to deselect, and now you'll see that we have our own layer for the material size. We want to lock this layer. So this little area here in the layers menu locks our layer, so we won't edit it at all. So let's go ahead and lock that. And now we want to begin to draw our material, our tablets that we need to make. So